Therapist. You need an exorcist. You look like the Halloween mask left in Walmart that no one picked and gets put on clearance. I was really surprised to see your hands weren't comprised solely of scissors. And yet I'm sure there is still plenty of scissoring going on. 20 years old and still believes the stars control her life. No wonder you're in therapy. Your face looks like it should be floating around the halls of a haunted house. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Keep going. Likes to spend her mornings smoking weed and making sand art. She can't afford weed. She has to steal it from her kids. She has to steal the sand too. Makes the crabs feel at home.
Oh my god.
You know that you're not required to stay at home after your kids have been taken by CPS, right? Jesus man, she has a family. Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Have at it. How many times have you said this to a dude you just met? It's how she answers the door. Looks like the stay-at-home part isn't her choice, but for the betterment of society. Kept at home by ankle monitor. House arrest equals stay-at-home. The abortion didn't take equals mom. You look like you never outgrew middle school life and you were 14. And he was 35 when you had the baby. 100% that house smells like feet and cigarettes. I can see in the background that you have to spray aerosol in a chip bag to get high before your welfare payment comes through, and then you can light that glass BBQ. Hope your son knows how to administer Narcan if it's just you and him home alone all day. A Cranian student, 19. Show me what you got, Reddit. You have the body of a lumberjack and the face of Moriel. You're in Ukraine. Nothing I'd say will beat what God has already done to you.
Oh my god.
Now I know why Ukrainian women sell themselves abroad as mail order brides. You look like you've had more Russians inside you than your country.
I love these. You guys need to send
yes,
me these.
Comrade. I can't tell if you're male or female. You look like you've had more Russians inside you than your country. Yes, comrade. I can't tell if you're male or female, and the longer I look the worse it gets. I see you've been playing at Chernobyl because of your glowing blue penis. Fortnite services are down, and I have nothing to do. Guess the r/roast mods can't tell that this is actually a CPR dummy dressed up to look like a cheap mail order bride. When you need a boob job and a nose job, but can only afford one. And sadly spent it on skins. So how much money have you made jiggling your tits for 12-year-olds on Twitch? Did you seriously get dressed up to get roasted? No, this is how I always play Fortnite. She's scared when we see her without Macute. Nobody will want to buy her bath water. The push-up bra says stripper, but the face says I don't vaccinate my children.
Okay.
The smartest thing that ever came out of your mouth is a penis. Are we allowed to ask why your pupils are dilated as fuck? I find it hard to believe that this breast-obsessed collective has courteously refrained from roasts which might reveal your security. If I'm a Forks Pass disaster, forgive me. I offer my truest, most admirable regard for everyone who pretended not to notice and went on and on about your tits.
Oh my god.
All that Adderall and Gamer Fuel. Looks more like Molly plus COK combo. Roast us harder than our genetics. Bet you can't. So this is where LMFAO retreated to. And became LMAO. You all look like a couple of rejected Muppet dolls. Dude, WTF, I thought Sideshow Bob wasn't real. WTF. I give you that. Wanted to roast you as hard as I could, but damn, Mother Nature did a pretty great job. Go to the forest and apologize for the air you two are wasting. Prime example of virginity, boys. Can't peak any higher than this. Roast me PLS, I'm 21 in uni. You are walking depression, running alcoholism, and lazy suicide. No amount of roast will fix your hereditary face. To roast you is a hate crime. You are down with the syndrome. Spent the last 5 minutes trying to determine your gender. Fuck it, I give up. Play the game. Spin the arrow. You look like you do the walk of shame daily. You look like a dude who wants to be a skateboarder, but never learned how and now just hangs out with the emo kids and listens to Black Veil Brides. You look like the kind of guy that women are afraid to leave their drinks around. I'm a graduate student in physics at one of the best institutes in my country and don't know what else to say cause I'm drunk right now. A call center is not an institute, boy. You look like the nerdy character from a sitcom who nobody wants to sleep with and the only redeeming feature is intelligence, which is something he never ever lets you forget. Graduating from my IT is no replacement for a personality. Look at you, this is roast me, and yet somehow you had to tell everyone that you're from my IT. Your most defining feature is a piece of paper. Your parents will pimp you in the marriage market on the basis of this, and some desperate jobless girl will marry you for your money. Meanwhile she fucks a guy making less than quarter of your salary, but has semblance of a personality. I see you use your left hand to wipe yourself. Thanks for watching, and remember to leave a like and subscribe.